Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. Aquarius, I'm going to do your autumn reading for you. I'm using the Wildwood Tarot, followed by the Animal Tarot. So we're going to be looking at where you are energetically right now, and then we're going to have a little sneak peek, a little peek ahead at 2023 for you as well. This reading is for those that most need to hear the messages today, whenever you're guided to see this reading. And if it does resonate with you and you would like a personal reading, all of the details are in the description box below, my darlings. So let's move forward and see where you are right now. This is for Aquarius, those that most need to hear the message. What wishes to come out for you? Let's have a look. That wanted to come out. So we've got the 10 of Pentacles, which is a wonderful start. I have two other cards, please, Spirit. Thank you. That wanted to come out. The Craftsman of Fire. And one more, please. Thank you for Aquarius. These are beautiful cards. I thought I'd use, thank you. And the Four of Earth, which is the Four of Pentacles. On the bottom of the deck, you've got the Ace of Fire, which I'm going to talk about first of all, because this is the overriding energy. This is the Ace of Wands. This is inspired ideas, inspired choices, a collaboration, you know, fire in a cauldron, people sort of coming together as well. This is, you're receiving energy at the moment to create. And we were born to create, my darling. We're here to create. We are a part of creation. We are life itself, and life itself is always evolving, always creating something new. So Spirit, the universe, God, the divine, the gift of the divine, whatever you want to call it, is speaking to you at this time through your emotional feelings, your inspired choices, your inspired decisions that you're looking to make, your excitement, your intuition, and inspiring you to create something in your life. It's bubbling away like this cauldron. And what you're being asked to do now is to kind of channel this, tame it, channel it, use it to your personal advantage at this time, because this is something just for you. So there we are. So that is the Ace of Fire at the bottom of the deck. You can stoke that fire, you can keep, I just want to show you here, you can stoke that fire, you can keep that burning, or it can go into an ember where you just have it there at the back of your mind and you occasionally think about it. Or if you don't stoke it, if you don't energize yourself, then it'll die away. So it's almost like it needs your attention. This needs your attention right now. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Earth, the Craftsman of Fire, and the Four of Pentacles. So what Spirit is saying with these is, with this 10 of Earth, this 10 of Pentacles, this is something, this talks about, you know, trees are amazing teachers for us because they're all connected, and the new help the old, and there is a continuous feed of information being shared between the underground network of nature, of life itself, and everything. It's an example for us that everything is connected at a very deep level. We may not see it to our eyes because we are tending to see through the eyes of the individual. We don't tend to see life through the eyes of the universe. And Spirit wants you to take some time to start to view it from the eyes of the universe. What is happening for you at this time that's so connected to what your soul path is and your intention as well? What ideas have you got? Where do you want to grow? Where do you want to spread your roots? Because it's all connected, and everything that's happening for you at this time is connected to that. And it's a reminder that this support here, this connection of roots, this network of roots, this web of support, it's there for you. So whatever, which way you want to branch out, excuse the pun, you will have support there in many forms for yourself. This could come in the support from family or friends, but those that have been sent in your life to help you at this time, this could come in the support from somebody that you weren't expecting. You know, just like the bee helps, you know, the flowers to expand. The bees are a community. You know, insects help nature to nourish itself. Not a very good way of explaining it, but you understand what I mean. So, but they come and they go. So there may be somebody coming in and out of your life. You've got here mushrooms, which represent that sort of awakening that's happening. But some people fear mushrooms, and they fear to pick it because they don't know what's going to happen. But all of this, mushrooms grow in rich, dense soil, fertile soil. So there is, on this path of yours, the foundation is set for a very rich abundance for you. And this is why this is the 10 of Earth, the 10 of Pentacles. So this is where you are right now, and you're looking at this path ahead. I feel that you can see the wood for the trees, you can see the path. It's just you're a little nervous about taking a step forward because we've got this 4 of Pentacles here as well, which is the fear of letting go of control. And then in the middle of the reading, you've got the Craftsman of Fire. So we come back to the Ace of Fire here. So this is the energy that Spirit is asking you to do. Hone your craft, hone your skill, your unique skill, your gift. Keep the fires burning, keep working at this, keep adding momentum to it. I was talking to somebody this morning about, when you're in a momentum, how important it is to keep that creative expression moving. Keep it moving, because then you're allowing life to happen by itself. You're allowing things to happen spontaneously. You're allowing yourself to experience the wonder of maybe discovering something new or a better way of doing something. So, and sometimes when we are a craftsman, when we do find that life path, that authentic life path for our soul, when we have been lost and we found ourselves, it can be lonely. Many that are creative work alone, but within that space, you face challenges. And within that space, you discover more about yourself. You will always have the support. Those that are always going to come to you for what you do will be sent at exactly the right time for you. So don't fear them not coming. They will come. The craftsman here creates and looks after the horse's shoes, in the understanding that those that need it will come when they need it, but he has it ready for them. So it's prepared. So keep preparing yourself, keep working towards what it is that you're looking to achieve, because this person here is strong. So Spirit is saying the efforts that you're putting in now are making you stronger and more adaptable and able to do things in a way that you couldn't do before. So trust your abilities and follow the calling of your soul at this time. This is the craftsman of wands, sorry, the craftsman of fire, the craftsman of wands. And so that is that spiritual, soulful, sort of intuitive feelings that you have, those wonderful inspired choices and ideas and decisions. All of that is coming from source energy. All of that is your soul talking to you. And when you are doing that, your soul is coming forth. Your soul is presenting itself each and every time. And then you have the 4 of Earth here, which is the 4 of Pentacles. So, and it's almost like Stonehenge, as I call it, Stonehenge here in the UK. What Spirit is asking you to do, because you may have lost in trying to control things and trying to affect things at this time, Spirit is asking you to get back to you. So where is your spiritual space? Where is something where you go to ground? Where is something that there's that little bumblebee, that little honeybee I was talking about? Where is it that means something to you? It could be somewhere in your home. It could be, a place in your space that you welcome yourself to every day, or it can be somewhere physical that you go to. So where is your spiritual space? How do you connect, my darling? And the other thing about this, let me come on to that in a second, because even if you were to do, so when you're in that space of fear about doing something, fear of whatever it is that you're fearing, whether it is that you're not going to be good enough and you're going to be judged and people are going to have expectations of you and you may not be able to fulfill it, etc., etc., etc. I always find it really helpful, and I do this each and every time before I do a reading. I sit just for 10 seconds in the stillness and I just breathe and I'm just aware of that essence, the presence there. Not the identity of Victoria, not the personality of Victoria, but the ever ready, like a battery, the ever ready essence that's there within me. That piece of me that's always observant, always watching, always listening. And that's what you're being asked to tap into at this time. What I'm also seeing here, and it's interesting that there are insects in this card, and I talked about insects as well, is that I feel whatever space that you connect to yourself in, I feel that you are going to pull towards you those, because you are allowing your energy to make a shift. I feel that you're going to pull towards you those that are going to help you at this time as part of your community. And your choice now is not to try and control this, but to control how you respond to what it is that you're feeling, because everything is happening spontaneously, my darling, and life will happen spontaneously whether you like it or not. But actually spontaneous is the wonderful universe in action. And if we can look at that with joy and wonder and say, well, do you know what, my responsibility, my choice in this is to go with the flow, to go with a spontaneous response to this, because it's all happening. Whether I like it or not, it's all happening. So I'm just going to go with it. And then watch what happens for you, watch what comes forward for you. So this is where you are right now, which is really good. And you have everything you need. It's just that little bit of grounding with yourself, that little bit of connecting with yourself, that little bit of breathing. I'll put in this video at the bottom again, two really amazing breathing guys who can help you. They're online on Instagram and you can connect with them. They do all sorts of live sessions and recorded sessions for you to help sit in that space and do the breathing exercises, which are really good for bringing in that inspiration and letting go of that fear, and it brings you into the present moment. So I'll do that for you in this reading. Okay, so now I'm going to use my animal tarot to have a little sneak peek at 2023. And always with this is possible outcomes, and it depends on the choices that you're making today. But with these cards in mind, let's see what Spirit has to say for you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. 2023 for Aquarius. Thank you. King of Pentacles, the King of Autumn, wonderful. It's saying everything's going to turn out great. Stunningly successful. Thank you, Spirit. What else wants to come out? Oh, fallen on my nut. The King of Winter, the King of Swords. Sorry, Lassie. Oh my goodness. And Strength card. And we've also got the Lovers card. I'm going to put that to one side for a second. And the Four of Autumn again, the Four of Earth, the Four of Pentacles. So that's actually fallen on the other card as well. So this is an overriding message for you to continue to do that, sitting in that space. So the King of Autumn, King of Pentacles. This is about taking action on your inspired ideas, your inspiration, and really trusting and really going for it. The King of Autumn is somebody, because it's the masculine energy here, it's something about making practical forward motion steps. Now, as this horse here, it's galloping and it's having fun doing it. So go with the momentum. This is saying you will continue to go with the momentum of what you are starting now, what is in front of you right now. It says everything's going to turn out great. Projects will be stunningly successful. Exciting new career opportunities are possible, and money or resources that come your way will be invested wisely. So trust, my darling, that you will have everything you need if you follow your heart's desire, because following your heart's desire is following your soul's desire. And in the following of your soul's desire, you're opening yourself up to going spontaneously with what life is wishing to show you and give you at this time. And it is with great joy. There is great abundance in this card. You see here with all the fruits at the front of this. And the vines here are representative of the gift of divinity. If the universe of God is the vine itself, you are the vine spreading out. You are a part of the vine. You are an element of it growing and expanding. So wonderful, wonderful. You're doing it naturally and spontaneously. Sometimes you have to, chop things back and redirect a vine, and that's okay, but that is done naturally, and that is done with the guidance that you will receive. Then you've got the humpback whale as the king of winter. So the humpback is on a bit of a journey. I think it travels something, is it 20,000 miles a year, something like that. But it has a resounding, beautiful call. The way it talks resounds. And people say when they hear the humpback whale, and I've never heard it in real life, and that's one of my soul dreams, is to do that, is to hear the sound of the humpback whale, because it is the soul's voice, and it makes people cry with emotion because they remember in that moment. The humpback whale is extraordinary because with that resounding call, it sends out a vibration, it sends out an echo. So it's a reminder with the King of Winter here, the King of Swords, that even if you are not actively doing something, because winter is about rest as well, that next year, this is a reminder for you, and remind yourself to do it now. It's not just for next year, that what you're communicating at the moment and what you communicate next year is going to have an impact on your journey, because words are like magic, spells, spellings, abracadabra, I create as I speak. And words are vibration. They are a vibrational relationship between you and the universe. And what you are putting out there is coming back at you. It's resounding back at you. And it's also a reminder to, in terms of communicating clearly about where you are and what you're wanting, that even if you say the words, but you don't feel the emotions, here's the water for that, behind it, it has very little impact. You've got to feel it, darling. You've got to feel the vibration of what you're saying when you are saying, I am deserving, I am going to be successful, I am this, I am confident, I have self-love. You've got to feel it. You've got to feel it with it. You've got to go with the flow and feel the vibration of that relationship between what you're saying and who you are in that moment. So only speak those words when you feel it, when you can envelop yourself like this whale in the feelings, in the emotions of it all. But this is for 2023. So with two kings here, I feel you're coming into that full expression and understanding from a conscious way how important words are alongside actions. And when you can connect the words and the actions together in a melding, almost like that horseshoe, isn't that wonderful? You've got the horseshoe and then the horse is the king of autumn. When you can connect your desire with your action, with your words, what you think, say, and do, and you can meld them into something that is vibrationally in a high space, in a high vibration, then your will is God's will, and God's will is your will. And then it's going to allow you to move forward with the greater momentum, because horses need horseshoes. So sorry about that analogy, but I think Spirit's being quite clever there. It's very important that you continue to communicate clearly, but you are coming into a place of respect next year. And everything you're working for now, you are going to, it's saying it's going to be successful. You're going to accomplish it. You're going to be respected. You're going to be able to speak clearly. So beautiful. And then you have alongside the Four of Autumn, you have the Strength card, the Maasai Lion and the Lamb. All of these challenges, my darling, that you are facing at this time are only showing you how strong you are, how courageous you are. It also talks about dealing with things from your higher awareness, dealing with things through the eyes of the universe, trying not to react to things, but respond to things, just like the lion chooses to respond or not respond. And that the strength of that connection you have with your higher self, you have with your awareness and understanding of what life is for you and who you are in relation to that, is really going to help you at this time, because you don't, you know, you don't need to be loud and aggressive. You can be quiet and calm and listen to that still voice and deal with things, taking responsibility for the fact that you actually can't control anything. The only thing you can control is the response you have to it, and the understanding that it is all happening by itself. And your response is one of acceptance of that, and to enjoy it and to go with the flow. And that's your personal power and your personal courage, my darling. And then you've got the Four of Autumn again. So remember, we had the Four of Autumn here with the Four of Earth. This is the Four of Pentacles for you with the squirrel. So what I want you to do here, what Spirit wants you to do here, is when we hoard things like squirrel does, when we hoard things, what we're actually saying to the universe is, I'm scared I'm going to lose it. I'm going to have no more. So bring into your mind that when you are spending money or receiving money, just say arigato, arigato. I give and receive with gratitude, thanks, and blessing. It allows the creative flow, and the universe is very creative, of money, which is an energy coming to you, coming from you. It opens it up, it expands it. So just trust in that flow. Money, we have been taught, is something that we shouldn't talk about. It's something that is dirty. It's something that's not right. It's something that we fear. So try and start to love it. But you know where I'm going with this. Try and start to love it in a way you see it as energy, and you see it as something that you deserve for all your hard work. It is part and a form of recognition. It is an exchange of energy, and you're just going to welcome it in, because the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, and so enough is plenty. So it's just, you're creating a wonderful flow. And if you can get into the habit of doing that, it'd be very interesting to see what lovely surprises and delights, what little acorns, these little acorns here in this card, will be just pop right in front of you. And acorns grow into great big oak trees, and oak trees expand, and you know, there's nothing more beautiful than, you can't tell the difference between an acorn and an oak in terms of its beauty and its symmetry. So what Spirit is saying is, out of something small like this, some huge expansion can grow for you. And lastly, we have the Lovers card, and I feel alongside this, you've got these two flamingos here and this abundance here. So the Lovers is about the choices you're making now, to trust in love, to not trust in love, to trust in the decisions that you're making, the choices from your heart. If this is to do, my darling, with your career and your life path and all of that, then this is about making choices that feel right to you, that you know are not coming from the mind that overanalyzes and shouts at itself, but from the heart that knows, from your intuition, from your soul. Make those choices. If this reading is regarding you embracing some form of relationship that's going to help you expand within yourself, and a connection and a kinship and a partnership, then this is also for you, because it's something with the Lovers that is long lasting, it is connected, and it's going to create abundance and transformation for you. Transformation, the transference of energy. This water here is very calm. So whatever this deep bond connection is that's connected to this reading, if it resonates with you, this reading, it is something for you to follow. It is something for you to embrace and to see. So there we are, Aquarius. That's your autumn reading and your little sneak peek at 2023. If it does resonate and you would like to have a personal reading, as I said, all of the details are in the description box below. Otherwise, I look forward to reading for you again very soon. And in the meantime, do enjoy my daily mini readings. Take care, my darling. So much love. Bye-bye.